Thank you all for your patience. I'll keep this brief. It was 3 years ago that I first came to this hospital in CH. My dad was in need of emergent open heart surgery. His surgery, though successful, had complications. He had been on a ventilator for nearly 24 hours and had his entire blood volume replaced. I remember sitting with him in the cardiac recovery unit. At the time, I had no idea what all those lines were that were sustaining his life. I wasn't watching the beeping monitors. I was just holding my dad's hand and gently patting the swelling, so I wouldn't have noticed. It was my sister, an ICU nurse, who pointed it out to me. When there was commotion in the area around my father, his blood pressure would shoot up. When I held my dad's hand, his pressure would consistently drop 20 to 30 points, over and over, clear as day. Though Dad was barely conscious from the cumulative effects of anesthesia, he was still having a physiological response to a loving touch. I'll never forget that. The ability to help my dad in even this small way profoundly affected me. We've spent the last 2 years studying health, disease, and treatments. We learned that in the mental health setting, it's important to ignore the behavior and and go with what they're saying, right? Or is it the other way? We're still not sure, Professor Eva. We've studied the science of the human body and things that can be measured and understood. And then there are the things that don't fit so neatly in the textbook. The mystery of how words and touch can be used either destructively or to heal. My hope for us is that we remain curious enough to continue learning and humble enough to bear real compassion. Let our words and touch be used for healing. Thankfully, my dad survived his ordeal, but everybody has a story. Over the past 2 years, members of our class have experienced loss of loved ones, marriage, and births, with at least one more on the way. Some juggled full-time jobs and raised kids while pushing through school. We're a diverse group of people, but one thing that we all have in common is that none of us has gone through the past 2 years alone. To all the family and friends that have supported us through this venture, thank you. We could not have accomplished this without you. Remembering our thanks to you, our teachers, and those who entrust us with their care, I'll close with the timeless words of the Greek storyteller Aesop, saying, "No act of kindness, no matter how small, is ever wasted." Thank you.